Welcome back. I'm here with Heather Parker. We're here in Floriopolis, which is kind of a cool place. I'm looking at all this art all over the place. And what exactly is Floriopolis besides a beautiful place to visit?
Floriopolis is a community arts and culture metropolis. So a community arts and culture center dedicated to positively impacting St. Andrews through the arts.
I got to ask you a Bush League question. Where does the name come from?
We did some research. We wanted a name that had historical connections. So we found that the name Floriopolis had been used to identify plats around Massalina Bay and in the Cove area and in the St. Andrews area. And at one point in time in the 30s, it was considered as a name for St. Andrews.
So St. Andrews used to be Floriopolis, even if it was just for a brief period.
Yeah, there parts of it were, and the name was Floriopolis, the metropolis for commerce and prosperity.
Oh, wow.
And so we are following along with that, and we are also going to make it a metropolis for local arts and culture.
Yeah, so this is an arts and culture center, and it's a nonprofit, is that right?
Yes, we're a nonprofit organization, completely volunteer run. We have a volunteer board, and every contribution goes directly into keeping us here so that we can have a presence in historic St. Andrews.
So what's the purpose of it? Is it a draw for St. Andrews to have this here?
Absolutely. We're a tourist attraction, so all of our snowbirds and other visitors can come in and see what makes us who we are based on what our locals are creating and producing. We've got the exhibit space, and then we have arts and crafts and other inventory in the gift shop. So it really is a connection for them. They know where they've been, and they've seen represented not just in food with the restaurants that they're going to, but in locally produced inventory. And then our locals, a lot of locals don't really come to historic St. Andrews, and we're giving something else for them to do when they do come down and do some shopping or some dining.
So when you're down here on a weekend strolling along, looking for a place to eat, or maybe going to the farmer's market or some other thing, you can pop in here and enjoy the art as well.
Absolutely. During every Saturday waterfront market, we have free activities going on. So you just come on down the street and there's something else for you to do and experience now that you've invested your day into coming to St. Andrews. And then we're pairing with the restaurants and doing art activities for kids after you have dinner at one of the restaurants.
So it's kind of a multi-purpose place, is what I'm hearing, is that you can come here just to enjoy the art, you can participate in the arts and create art here, or if you really love the stuff that you see, you can actually purchase the art too.
That's it. That's all the points, yeah.
See, I'm smart like that. But it's a beautiful place, and now it's new, it's brand new.
It is. We haven't even had our grand opening yet. So Saturday, January 18th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., we're having grand opening celebrations, community art projects, local visiting artists. We'll have music by local performers, and we're having a wine toast at 4 o'clock.
Wine toast at 4 o'clock. So January 18th, we can come by here at what time?
Between 10 and 8.
Between 10 and 8, and then you can come back about at 4 and have a little wine.
Absolutely.
And enjoy the art.
Yes.
Can you show me around?
Absolutely.
We have to run off to a break right now, but on the other side of that, let's take me on a little tour, and I want to see the types of art that you have here and who all these people are that do that.
All right, sounds good.
Who's your, just before we run off, who is your typical client, I guess, or customer or participant here? Is there any typical person that comes here, or you would like to see here?
I think we're pretty much across the board. We have a lot of curious visitors, being that we're new. And we have a lot of artists that are coming by, and a lot of people who want to dabble in the arts, but they just haven't taken that leap yet.
Okay, so if you want to dabble in the arts,
come down. There's plenty of starter activities. All
right, let's run off to that commercial break now, and we'll see you on the other side of these messages. I'm here with Heather Parker. We're admiring some of the art here that you have at Floriopolis, and this is particularly significant in that this is a local artist who has painted scenes from St. Andrews.
From St. Andrews, right. As part of our launch exhibit is St. Andrews inspired. So we asked local artists to create artwork that was inspired by St. Andrews past, present, or future. And these are works by Dee Dee Higbee. She's locally known in the area for quite a while. And she did the historic St. Andrews Church, the oak tree at Oaks by the Bay Park, and then this is the boardwalk at the park that leads out to the water.
Well, maybe you can describe some of the other art here. I mean, over here on this wall, we've got a really kind of a steamy little dance scene here going on.
Steamy it is. That's by Porter Thrower, and he envisioned the past of St. Andrews, sultry, steamy, romantic, in a 50s setting with the jukebox and the checkerboard floor.
Now, what about this with the fish under the sea here? What's that all about?
That one is a Kristen Anderson, and that's his interpretation of St. Andrews area with the fishing boat, the fish, the sky, the water, and the really calming blues.
You know, it's almost real in the sky, but then it looks rather abstract when you get down under the water. It's almost a combination of two styles, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. And we get a lot of creative interpretations by the local artists, blending styles and even mixed media and differing even in their presentation of their work.
Yeah, you know, and some of the stuff that we had looked at when we had our initial interview that was right behind us kind of intrigued me as well. This is a photograph? Is that what that is?
It is Olga Guy Photography, and then she mounts them on canvas to give it the feel of traditional art, but then you've got the technology of the photography.
Yeah, and then we've got a little three-dimensional something or other going on here.
Called a mixed media. Yes, that's Robin Picklemeyer, and Robin is very productive. She does all kinds of different art and crafts.
Is this a local scene as well?
That's Uncle Ernie's, just around the corner.
So it is.
Watercolor by Kathy Geller.
And this raven here reminds me of a show on Fox. I forget the name of it. There is a little, is that a raven or a blackbird, or what are we looking at?
It's called At Any Moment. So going back to the St. Andrews inspired theme, at any moment we're there, we're launching. St. Andrews is up and coming, and he's perched and ready to go.
But this is just such a cool place, and it's just like almost too much to look at in the short time that we have. If people want to get involved, do you just walk in the door? Do we call you, or how do we?
Just drop in every Tuesday and Saturday. The hours are from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just come in. There will be something going on. You can participate, check out the current exhibit, or browse around the gift shop. And we won't force you to participate. You can just hang out and watch. We're building up our library, so you'll be able to sit down and look at books while you're here. And our courtyard is opening soon, so we'll have an outdoor space for you to enjoy the arts outside.
So we have a gallery, we have a studio where people can actually work and create things, and then we've got an outside area as well.
Right. And if you can't make it Tuesdays or Saturdays 10 to 8, we're open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 12 to 6, and it's completely volunteer run. So if you're interested in interacting with our visitors and covering a shift, we will expand our hours from there. So just give me a call or stop in, and we'll get you in. We'll get you involved in the community center.
Heather Parker, thank you so much for the sneak peek inside Floriopolis, and good luck with your grand opening on January 18th.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Waking Up with Dawn. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am so excited. I mean, I'm overjoyed with excitement because Monday through Friday, I will be bringing you max out moments of inspiration, elevation, moments of getting you up early in the morning, stirred up to continue on this amazing journey. And today, to start off our week, I'm going to be talking to you about building your dream business, doing that thing on the inside that you were created to do. And you know, in order to do that, you've got to ask yourself a very serious question. And that question is, should I even become an entrepreneur? Should I even start this business? And to answer that question, you have to ask yourself a question. What is your why? Why do you want to start a business? Is it to become a CEO? Is it to become your own boss? Is it to become rich, to live your passion? And the answer to that question, my friend, is what's going to keep you on this journey. That's going to keep you focused, to not get frustrated and give up. In addition to that, as we're talking about should you become an entrepreneur, ask yourself the question, do I have the skills, the traits of an entrepreneur? Am I a go-getter? You know, am I an organizational, person? Do I have the sales skills, the marketing strategies? You know, weigh the cost of what it's going to take for you to become an entrepreneur. But I don't want you to get frustrated, because that's where I come to help and support you. I'm your business system strategist, and I would love to connect with you. You know, I would love to support you. You can connect with me on social media at www.zenoviaandrews, floriapolis.com. That's my website. In addition, I'm on Facebook and on Twitter. You follow me, I'll follow you back. All right? Thanks again for listening to Your Max Out Moment. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist.
Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I have some very special guests in the studio today. I've got Karen Smith from Beachy Beach Real Estate, real kitschy name, I like it, you know, and Marta Rose, who is from Harley Davidson out on Panama City Beach.
Yes.
Now, viewers may ask, what the heck does Harley Davidson have to do with Beachy Beach Real Estate?
Yeah.
Not a lot, right? Except for this charity, right?
Except for Beach Care Services.
Now, what is Beach Care Services?
Beach Care Services is a local charity. Its slogan is Locals Helping Locals, and it's to help emergency financial assistance for people, families in need. If the father of the family or the household earner loses a job and say they need, they're out a couple of months.
Or maybe single mom loses a job and needs a leg up and
Correct.
needs some help.
Needs a trolley pass, a dental bill paid, mortgage, rent. Beach Care Services comes in and helps those people.
And this is just a private organization, is that right?
It's a private organization made up of a board of directors, which I'm on, and as the vice president, and started by Bill Biscale, actually, that sweet, precious man that owns Pineapple Willie's.
14 years ago.
Yeah, and he started it because he had a vision to help people in our community that actually needed help. And the cool thing about it is every single penny, every penny that we make goes back into the community.
Isn't
every
that
dime.
great? So,
every dime.
so everything that you, so there's really no overhead. You
None.
guys are doing this out of the goodness of your own hearts. And I guess there are other businesses on the beach that are involved in this too.
Yes.
Yeah, our community probably is the sweetest, most giving community that I've ever been a part of in my life. All I have to do is reach out to them and say, hey, we need help for people in our community. They're right on the money. They're right there.
You know, the more I learn about, you know, the business community here in Bay County and just in the Panhandle and Northwest Florida in general, everybody's so community oriented. I mean, you're not just, you know, greedy capitalists out there banging it out trying to make some money. You're giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that's what it's all about here too. I moved here from a larger city, Los Angeles, years ago, and
I think I might have heard of that place. Yeah.
LA, the West Coast LA.
Yeah.
But it's just being in a small community is wonderful because people help people, they partner together. I love working with the businesses that we get to work with and interface with through the chamber, through charities.
How big of a membership do you have for Beach Care Services? Do you have kind of a wag of how many people are involved in this and how many people are on the board?
Like the board of directors, how many about? We have room for
15,
20.
probably 15 to 20 board of
Yeah.
directors, and an executive director, and several people that man the office part-time, and really that's it.
Oh, wow. You know, I know you do a lot of other charity stuff, too. I know I was out at Harley one day wrapping presents,
Yes.
you know, for Toys for
Thank
Tots.
you very much for that. That was much
It was fun.
appreciated.
We were supposed to ride. It was raining a lot.
Yeah, we had 100 riders for that in the rain.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah, I'm not that hardcore of a rider. So I'm kind of a weekend guy. When it's nice out, I'll ride. But you
We'll
know.
get you this year, though.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you have your motorcycle endorsement.
Yeah, I do. And you know, I had a bike for quite a few years, and finally, just, you know, I just didn't have the time to ride it anymore. You know, so it stayed in the garage. And
Well,
I got
come
rid
on
of
back
it.
around. We'll get you.
I need to go back there
suited
again.
up.
You know, because if I don't, they're going to take away my man card, and we can't have that. Not here, not on this show, not on my watch. Darn it all.
No.
Now, Beachy Beach, you guys have been around for a while too.
Well, actually, I bought Beachy Beach several years ago, and we started with one little bitty office. We now have 4 of them. And when I was younger, I was a poor single mother. And I always promised that when I had my own company, that I would make sure that it was extremely community involved and gave back a huge portion to my community. Because there was many times in my life that very kind people came to my rescue. So Beachy Beach, even though we're a real estate company, I tease all the time, and Marta can attest this, I say, we just happen to sell real estate, but our mission is really helping people.
That's
I mean,
right.
it truly is. That's what we do there.
So you're really committed to passing it forward, aren't
I'm
you?
very committed. It's my whole heart and life. And don't know if you want me to tell you this now, but when we started this event that we're doing now that we're going to get excited and talk about in a minute,
Yeah, sure.
Celebrate the Arts, Roy Ewer, who owns Cerulean Interiors, and myself got together and said, you know, we want to do something so that we can have a fun event to promote artists, which we love, and make money at the same time and give back to the community. So that's where our event was born.
We have to run off to a break right now, but on the other side of this commercial break, let's drill down into that a little and let's talk about Celebrate the Arts.
Yeah.
How you're going to raise the money, who all's going to come, how people can get involved, and how we can help Beach Care Services by helping the arts at the same time. Two of my favorite things.
Good. Sounds good.
You're watching Waking Up with Don. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Karen Smith from Beachy Beach Real Estate, love the name, and Marta Rose from Harley Davidson out on Panama City Beach. And you guys are joining forces to make some money for a very worthy cause called Beach Care Services, right?
Yes, we
and
are.
you're doing that through an event called Celebrate Art. Is that it?
Celebrate the Arts.
Celebrate the Arts event? Celebrate the Arts event. Where's this event going to be? Where's it taking place?
This is going to be at Harley Davidson on Saturday, the 25th of January from 11 to 4. It's a 5-hour event. And this is really cool because it's a 4-part event. We've got a local art market going on outside on the side lot. We call it the side pavilion of Harley.
Okay.
All day long. We've got a fashion show at 2. We've got a celebrity lunch auction, which follows the fashion show. We've got a raffle going on all day.
Okay.
So Karen can...
A celebrity lunch auction. Tell me about the celebrity lunch auction, Karen. What goes on there?
That's gonna be big time. In fact, you're gonna be auctioned off.
I know.
So if
To the
somebody wants
lowest
to
bidder.
know about the intricacies and the mysteriousness of Don, they can win you as a prize.
I am brooding and dangerous, and
Yeah.
I am the booby prize
Yeah.
at this event, apparently.
No, you're not
all
the
of
booby
our
prize.
models are going to be auctioned off.
It's very exciting because we're gonna have really exciting.
So it'll be a fashion show. I'll put on some cool duds.
Yeah,
and then
from
people-
Harley.
The
Harley
spring,
Duds.
spring
Harley
Harley
Duds.
collection, the leathers, all the cool new clothes we have coming in, you will be showcasing
Okay.
on the catwalk.
On the catwalk.
Getting a
There's
visual
song like
there.
that.
And visit, I think President Curley is going to be auctioned off too, right? From Gulf Coast.
Dr. Curley from Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast, because he's about to retire too.
Yeah, so
so
he's going to be a
for
model
sure.
too.
This is your last hurrah
He is.
to get lunch with Dr. Curley. Mandy and Miguel and Holly from the Miguel Show are going to be auctioned off as a
Island
package.
106.
Island 106, and you will definitely need to probably have a sedative
Yeah,
before you
fasten
go
your
have
seatbelt for that
lunch
one,
with
yeah.
them. You know, I'm not sure if any restaurant will let y'all even go in or not, but we got some firemen,
We've
police
got
chiefs.
we've got Fire Chief Daly, Drew Whitman, Sheriff McKeithen. We've got Mayor Oberst.
Mayor Oberst, yeah.
So there's going to be celebrity models that are going to be there modeling the new line, or just a lot of the leathers and stuff like that
Modeling
from
the new
Harley.
line and then being auctioned off for a lunch date.
And the money that we raise from that auction is going to go to Beach Care Services to
Every
help
bit of
people
it.
in
That's
need.
right.
So it's kind of a worthy cause. I mean,
Very
sitting
worthy.
down, looking at my face, and eating at the same time. It's asking a lot of people. But you better come and bid on me because I'll be crushed.
Yeah,
you know?
people will do.
Yeah.
People will do it for charity.
Who wouldn't want
Yeah.
lunch with you? To find out what you're made of, find your story.
I do have a story.
I'm
Yes,
sure you have a
I
great
do.
story,
Yeah,
a long story.
Oh boy, if you got time, maybe include dinner too to get my whole story out.
Yeah, he probably needs a dinner date, not a lunch date.
Yeah,
Maybe-
we have to arrange that.
Maybe a buffet. Who knows?
Another thing, a really neat thing, and the reason we even started again with is Roy, who is the co-chair, or Roy and I did this together, Celebrate the Arts.
And who's Roy again?
Roy is with Cerulean Interiors.
Okay.
Amazing. He's a designer. He's
Okay.
also an artist himself. He's kind of bashful about it, but his artwork is absolutely exquisite. Probably should make him put some of his in the event.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Roy about that. Hey, Roy.
He needs a booth.
But it started out so that we have artists coming together, jewelry artists, mixed media,
Ceramics,
sculpture, all that, and they take what they sell at the event and they take a portion of it and it goes back to Celebrate the Arts,
Awesome.
to the charity.
So we're going to have,
Beach Care
at
Services.
this event, there's going to be art, there's going to be fashion, there's going to be fun.
Now,
Food.
out in the art
Food.
market, we're going to have a wine and cheese tasting, courtesy of Boar's Head and Southern Wine and Spirits. We're going to have some smooth jazz playing for that nice art show kind of feel. There's probably going to be about 40 artists when everything is said and done out on the side. Then people will all come in for the fashion show. We do have a raffle going on in Harley's Guest Lounge, which will take, it'll be there
And
the
what are you
whole
raffling
day.
off there?
Some really wonderful items.
This Laura Mar, well, not necessarily Laura Mar, but jewelry from Shimmering Seas,
Golf,
golf,
a surfboard, Harley leather jacket.
Nice.
Oh, Botox.
I'm in. I'm going just for the Botox.
I'm getting the Botox.
So
John Ward.
$10 is the admission fee for the event.
Okay, so $10
and that
gets you in.
5 raffle tickets, wine and cheese tasting, and access to the art show and the fashion show.
That's a bargain.
It is
That's
a bargain,
bargain.
and
And
it's a
that all
very
goes
worthy
to
cause.
Beach Care
Guys,
Services.
thanks so much for coming on and
excited.
telling us about this event. It's at Harley Davidson, Saturday,
The 25th.
January 25th,
Yep.
which is actually a few days before my birthday. So you have to buy me for lunch and buy me a birthday lunch.
How
And
fun.
yeah, I'm going to be 29. It's crazy. Again. And it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah,
So we're going to have fashion, we're going to have art, and we're raising money for a really worthy cause. And this is locals helping locals.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Thanks so much
we
for
can't
coming
wait.
on the show.
Thanks,
You've been
Don.
watching Waking Up with Don. We'll see you next time.